5 months later, and I finally have the conclusion. It's alive.
I had something wired up to let this guy run. Unfortunately, at the time, I didn't record it because I just forgot, and I guess I was supposed to remember after I got it working, but I was so underwhelmed by how this thing ran. It's kind of neat, but it's not that neat to record. Believe it or not, I got a request to see it run, so I'm gonna get it wired up again and get this thing moving. Okay, what do we got here? We have our robot, we have our breadboard, our Arduino Mega with a joystick shield. Everything is being powered by either the computer for the Arduino or the 5-volt 2-amp power supply. I'm not a big electronics guy, so hopefully nothing fries. I've done this before, so it should work. It should work okay.
Oh my god. Well, here it is. Just to keep things simple, I programmed each joint to be controlled one at a time by selecting a corresponding button on the controller. I'll share a link to the GitHub if you're interested in the code. You can check that out, but that's pretty much it. Was it worth the wait? Did it live up to the hype? Not really. That's okay. I've been looking for something I could work on in bite-sized chunks, mostly something I can sneak in between work, family, and other obligations. And this was it. I found a design I liked, printed it, and assembled it, which was by far the most fun and frustrating part. Then I programmed it to run, albeit a simple little program, but it's a program nonetheless. And here it is. I'm proud of this little desktop toy, even though it doesn't do much. Overall, I'd give myself a solid C+. Well, yeah, it intrigued me and kept me busy. The prints weren't perfect, the assembly was rough, and the entire mechanism just a bit too sloppy. Really, that's why I stopped with the joint space control. I didn't feel like it was worth programming the coordinate space control. The challenge wasn't the build, it was just about getting started to make something. I've also been re-inspired by a certain open source event. So I'm hoping to make something a bit more dramatic and or technically challenging for my next project. If you couldn't tell, I'm also playing around with the level of polish and planning for the videos. I think I'll try and be a bit more casual about it, while also trying to get more technical details out too. Not really sure how that'll work since they sound like conflicting goals, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. Who knows, maybe I'll actually be able to explain something cool.